from a star to last longer than forever. A unique jewel with more fire and brilliance than diamond, but at a fraction of the cost. Moissanite, created by Charles and Colvar, now available on Earth. Born from the mystery of a shooting star, now available on Earth. Introducing Moissanite, created by Charles and Colvar, the stunning new jewel that's evoking amazed reaction from those who have already fallen under its spell. Welcome. In the next few minutes, I'd like to introduce you to the spellbinding wonder of Moissanite and reveal the reasons why this unique jewel is being compared to diamond, enchanting all who wear it. At the turn of the last century, Nobel Prize-winning scientist Henri Moissan discovered minute quantities of a mineral that had been hidden in the Arizona desert for thousands of years. The remains of an ancient meteorite, this mysterious mineral was to become the basis for an exceptional new jewel, the likes of which no one had ever before seen on Earth. In the late 1990s, an elite team of scientists developed a proprietary process for producing large silicon carbide crystals. Once these crystals were cut and polished, Moissanite, created by Charles and Colvar, was born.
Charles and Colvar's commitment to our customers begins with producing an exceptional product of the highest quality. Our investment in time and resources focuses on informing and educating jewelry customers and members of the trade about this beautiful and unique jewel.
Moissanite jewels instantly grab people's attention with their eye-catching visual qualities, but their distinct properties can also be measured scientifically. In fact, the fire and brilliance of these jewels surpass all others we see in the jewelry trade today, including diamond. To explain in greater depth the unique properties of this remarkable jewel, I'm joined by world-renowned expert in the science of gemology, Alan Hodgkinson. Hi, Alan. Thanks for joining us today.
Thank you, Tamara.
I'd like to start by asking you, what makes Moissanite unique?
The uniqueness of Moissanite lies in its extraordinary structure. It's the structure that is enabled to show off its wonderful properties of brilliance, luster, and fire that you mentioned. But not only that, it's very rare, extremely rare in nature. In fact, it's found in meteorites that have come from outer space. But Charles and Colvar have actually been able to manufacture this material, so now Moissanite is available for everyone. And this beautiful jewel is not only here for today, but its toughness means it's here for a long, long time.
Now I'd like to ask you about an article in the December 1998 Rappaport Diamond Report. They quoted you as saying that the optical properties provide diamond with its brilliance, luster, and fire. But Moissanite outperforms diamond on all counts. That's quite a strong statement.
Strong statements need strong facts. Fortunately, we can provide these measurable facts. We can measure the refraction in a diamond. We can measure the refraction in Moissanite, and Moissanite is superior. The same with luster. Moissanite, again, is superior. But when it comes to fire, that's the dispersion of white light. Then do you know Moissanite has almost 2.5 times the fire of a diamond. What we have here is a diamond and a created Moissanite in water. Overhead there's a light source. Put white paper underneath so you see the contrast. And then when we switch on one of the lights, you see an image formed in a circle. Each image actually comes from one of the pavilion facets of the diamond. Now Moissanite has almost 2.5 times the fire of diamond. So when we pass the light through the Moissanite, isn't that staggering? But then it is 2.5 times the fire of diamond. And side by side, you can see the images in contrast. And the wider diameter of the Moissanite comes from the higher refraction, hence the greater brilliance.
And more fire and brilliance equals more compliments. In other words, Moissanite does what good jewelry is supposed to do. It draws attention to the wearer.
Exactly, Tamara. The gem relies upon the brilliance, the luster, and the dispersion for its beauty. Let's think of brilliance. I've arranged a row of stones here in descending refractive order. And as you go down in refractive index through CZ, zircon, yag, spinel and topaz, you can see they begin to leak the light. But that's face up. If we turn them to an angle, or in fact I'm going to turn them upside down, you'll see an amazing contrast in the brilliance of these stones.
And this is just one reason why people love wearing moissanite jewels so much. Now let's talk about the remarkable sparkle of moissanite.
The properties we've been talking about, the brilliance, the luster, the fire, these are actually static. It's when you move the jewelry, when the wearer moves around, then all these properties come alive, and then we see the sparkle or scintillation as it's known.
Moissanite has repeatedly proven itself, both by testing and customer testimonials, to be an extremely durable and wearable jewel, second in hardness only to diamond.
Yes, every gemstone is measured in hardness. We measure it on a scale of 1 to 10. Only diamond and moissanite come out over 9 on that scale of 1 to 10. But that's hardness. There's also toughness. And in toughness, moissanite is top of the scale. Because you see, it doesn't have planes of weakness, cleavage weaknesses, which can cause damage. So in that respect, it's actually superior to diamond. So that's hardness, toughness, but there's also another toughness, a resistance to heat. And in this respect, diamond is vulnerable. We have to be so careful with diamond in the workshop or manufacturing. If we were to take diamond up to 1100 degrees centigrade, do you know, it would evaporate, it would disappear, and the moissanite would sit there quite happily. And this has implications for the jewelry workshops, because they can work with moissanite without the fear of damage from heat.
Charles & Colvard's Tester 590 was specifically developed and engineered to be used in conjunction with a thermal probe to aid the trade in identifying moissanite from other jewels. It's important to remember that Charles & Colvard is the sole source worldwide for moissanite used in jewelry. Our manufacturing process is protected by 2 international patents, and all jewels are accompanied by Charles & Colvard's Certificate of Authenticity and limited lifetime warranty.
So, we've got fire, brilliance, luster, and durability. This truly is an exceptional jewel. And one final question for you, Alan. How can the average person tell the difference between moissanite and other jewels, such as diamond?
Well, every good gemologist has a loop in their pocket. And if you would let me see that beautiful ring, Tamara, I'll see if it is a diamond ring or not. In fact, looking through the crown, I can see the rail tracks. And when we see rail tracks in a stone that looks like a diamond, that has to be the moissanite. It cannot be the diamond. That's using the loop. There is also the Hodgkinson method. A second test involves a penlight. If I hold the penlight up and hold the stones to my eye, then looking through, I can make distinctions of identity. If this were a diamond, I'd see a night sky of sharp stars, small sharp stars. But with this stone, I see a blizzard of wonderful colored snowflakes. And this has to be moissanite. It really is a beautiful moissanite ring.
Thanks so much for joining us today, Alan. It's been a pleasure meeting you.
And my pleasure too. Thank you, Tamara.
Moissanite, created by Charles & Colvard, is available in a number of definitive and popular shapes, ranging in size from 2 millimeters to 9 millimeters and up. We've told you that moissanite, created by Charles & Colvard, has fire, brilliance, luster, and durability unlike any other jewel you've ever seen or worn. We've consulted with one of the most respected and knowledgeable gemologists in the world for his opinion. And for the true test of the dazzle, virtue,